poor young girl walks along the snowy streets, attempting to sell matches to the villagers and passerbys. Her only living relative, a cruel and heartless father, has warned her not to return until every last match has been sold, or she'll face dire consequences. But the townspeople have been busy today in preparation for the holiday, and she'd only sold a few matches so far. Even so, the little match girl can feel the excitement, enjoy the holiday season in the air, and is filled with a sense of peace and hope. As she walks along, the little match girl happens upon a group of village children who've gathered at a frozen pond to ice skate. The children are in a festive mood, laughing and frolicking with excitement over the holiday. Many of them are dressed in their finest holiday attire. After all, it's Christmas Eve. The little girl marvels at their carefree play and longs to join in. Oh, what fun that had been for the little match girl. How lucky she'd been to be included. But as the village children gathered their belongings and headed away to their cozy, warm homes, the little match girl felt the familiar pain of longing for the one person who'd ever shown kindness to her, her mother. She had passed away many years before, but the little match girl still thought of her often. But there was no time to rest. The snow was beginning to fall fast and furious now, and the little match girl knew she must sell her matches before it was too late. The snowfall was letting up a little bit, but the little match girl began to feel hopeless as she looked up and down the dark, empty streets. There was almost no one out to sell matches to anymore, and yet still she clutched a bundle in her frozen little hand. Maybe, she thought, maybe if I just light a few matches, I'll be warm enough to continue on. So she struck a match. As the flames began to leap and dance before her eyes, the little match girl became mesmerized by the flickering lights, and soon she found herself immersed in their blazing warmth. Too quickly, the matches burned down to her fingertips, and the little match girl found herself alone in the dark again. She stared down at the bundle in her hands, longing to light just a few more, to feel the glow on her cheeks. At last, the match girl could no longer resist. In one big sweep, she struck the rest of the matches. Sadly, one by one, the matches began to crumble to ashes until the last spark was gone. Exhausted and freezing, the little match girl curled herself up into a tiny ball on the icy sidewalk. As the little match girl took her mother's hand and headed into the night, she was not filled with sorrow, but filled with hope. For this wasn't the end of her story. This was merely the beginning.